Welcome to the Dre Way. I'm going to let you know right now it's Kentucky Derby Saturday. So we are going to be talking about the Derby. But before we do, we have some interesting news. So stay right there. The Dre Way is just getting started. Let's go! Hey, welcome to the Dre Way. Yes, it's Saturday. I'm going to date this video by letting you know today is Kentucky Derby Day. But that's not how I'm going to start off this video. I'm going to start off this show by letting you know that our president has let us know that being poor is okay. Yeah, it's okay if you're poor. It's okay if you can't buy inexpensive goods. It's okay if you can't buy anything because it's not him and it's not his friends. Yeah, him and his friends, they're fine. They're going to be able to get pretty much whatever they want. But you, yeah, you're not. And the president's okay with that. The president is okay with Americans suffering a little bit. Oh, you can't buy 30 dolls? You're going to have to buy two? Nah, you'll live with it. Yeah, that's the Republican administration you voted for. Yeah, you voted for this. And just so you know, Donald Trump has made it very clear yesterday that you being poor, not really his problem. You not having access to things like Meals on Wheels that seniors depend on, sometimes that's the only wellness check they're ever going to get. Sometimes that's the only meal they get all day. Here in Nevada, probably going to have to stop it. Yeah, because federal funding for Meals on Wheels, for feeding senior citizens so they can see a person one time a day just to say hello and how are you, just to provide a hot meal. Yeah, Donald Trump doesn't think that's necessary. Donald Trump thinks, yeah, you handle it yourself. You're old, you're disabled, not his problem. You see, that's the thing you don't understand. Republicans really don't give a shit. All right? They just don't give it, they just don't give a damn. And they don't because they have what they need. All the Republican House members, all the Senate, everybody in the White House, including the president, they have exactly what they want. They can get anything they want, anything they need. They have health care. They have a cough. They can go see a doctor immediately. They can go do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. You can't. You can't do that. Many of you still can't even go see a doctor because it's too expensive. But guess what? They don't care. They don't care at all. It's not like they're doing anything. In case you haven't noticed, but they're not doing anything to make it any better. And if you think they are, I'm all ears. Let me know what Republicans are doing to make life better for you. Because the answer is they're not. All they want to do, this is the sole purpose of what they want to do right now, is cut programs so that they spend less money and they can say, look, we're spending less money. Now we can give tax cuts to people that have more money than they know what to do with. Now we can give them tax cuts because we cut programs that feed seniors or help children. Yeah, we're going to cut all that. Helping seniors, helping children with a school meal? Who cares about seniors and feeding kids when we can give tax cuts to really rich people? Because after all, that's really what it's all about, right? Just give tax cuts to really rich people. As a matter of fact, I have a solution for all this. I have a solution for all of it. Okay? Let's get rid of all taxes on rich people. They have to pay no taxes whatsoever. Okay? They just have one responsibility, and that's it. That no one's below the poverty line. That's it. That's all they have to do. And we'll get the top 100 families together and let them know you guys are the top earners. You're the top 100. You have made so much money that you no longer have to pay taxes at all. You're just responsible for making sure the rest of America is above the poverty level. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's your one requirement. And if you fall short, we'll take extra money to make sure you don't fall short. That's it. But you pay no taxes. None. You keep all your money. You just now, and it's very simple. Now the few million people that are below the poverty line, you are all responsible to make sure they're above the poverty line. There. Who knew that on the Dre Way today, we would fix the entire poverty in America? Who knew that I would fix it like that? I'm a genius. I mean, when you came on this show today, you had no idea. You were probably sitting there going, I wonder what Drayton's going to talk about. You had no idea that Drayton was going to fix poverty in America like that. But you saw me do it. I mean, that was cool, right? I did it like that. It was that easy. All I had to do was just say, let's stop because now Republicans will never run for anything again. They don't have to. Republicans will stop running for office. There's no point now because there's no taxes on rich people. So why run for office? Wait, time out. In all seriousness, what would Republicans even do if it wasn't cut tax? Do you have any idea what they would propose or even want to do if rich people don't have to pay any taxes now? Now what do we do? They would have no idea. They would have absolutely no idea what to do. What are we going to do today? Well, rich people don't pay taxes. Now what do we do? There would be, I could just see the news reporters. You're running for office. Rich people don't pay taxes anymore. Why are you running? Well, I'm running because, I would love to hear what their answer would be. Because now that rich people don't pay taxes, rich people only have to make sure everyone is above the poverty line. That's it. Man, welcome to the Dre Way, everybody. You had no idea I was going to fix poverty like that, did you? Man. And it's still early in the show. We have more show to come. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Don't go anywhere. More Dre Way to come. I have a sponsor today. The sponsor, of course, is UluRx. UluRx.com. ULURX.com. Mel takes good care of my face and my energy. I'm on the NMN. If you're not taking NMN, you should. The pharmacist there will make sure your skin is beautiful as mine. This is 61-year-old skin. I still have a nice little glow to this 61-year-old face. And it's all thanks to the copper peptide. If you don't know about the copper peptide, please check out the website. And that is ulurx.com. I should have a link in my bio there somewhere. Hopefully my guy puts it in there. But if it's not in there, just go to ulurx.com. ULURX.com and talk to Mel. And tell her I sent you. All right, let's get on with the conversation about what we're all wanting to talk about today. The Kentucky Derby. Who's going to win the Kentucky Derby? And I know everybody's thinking journalism. At least I am. I'm thinking journalism. I'm thinking of doing an exacta box now with journalism and two other horses that I think are the only Derby horses in the race. I think there's 3 good horses in the race, and I think there's 17 dogs. I have to be honest. I think there's 17 dogs in this race. If you don't have the 8, the 9, or the 18, Sovereignty, or I think it's called Burnham Square, the 9, and journalism, the 8. I'm going to box those 3 for the exacta, and keep my fingers crossed. I think those are going to be the 3 horses that we talk about to the wire. I have to imagine that the other 17 will be 10 lengths behind or more, because I think this is a very weak Derby field. I think the Derby field this year is very, very weak. Now, for the win, I've been on journalism all week. But if it's sloppy, if the track comes up truly sloppy, I think I'm going to go with the 9 horse. I think I'm going to go with Burnham Square. And it's going to be one of those, track decisions. If the track is anything but sloppy, I'm going with journalism. If the track comes up sloppy for Derby time, I'm going with the 9 horse. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to do an 8, 9, 18, $20 exacta box with those 3 horses. Keep my fingers crossed. I'm going to the races early to watch the early racing. I'm going to take my dad with me. He wants to see the horses run. So I'm going to take Dad with me. That's why the show today isn't probably going to be as long as it typically is, because, to be honest with you, as soon as I'm done with this show, it's off to watch the racing at Churchill. So have a wonderful Saturday, everybody. As you can see, right behind me, it's a beautiful day today. We're going to go watch some racing and then do cook outside later on. And I hope you have a wonderful Saturday with your family. Let me know your pick in the Kentucky Derby before the Derby. Put it in the comments. No cheating. No cheating. Put who you think is going to win in the comments. I can't wait to see it. And have a wonderful day, everybody. But before you go, I got one final thought. Some of you have decided to go ahead and get your stash accounts, while some of you have not. You have not gotten your stash account. And we're going to be talking all next week about the stock market, particular stocks, and everything else. And Stash has made it very convenient for me that if you use my link, I will put my link in my bio there. If you need the link, just let me know in the comments and I'll send you the link. You all need a Stash account. You can start your Stash account with as little as $10. And then because you're starting it with my link, they're going to give you another $30 to invest, to invest in anything that you want. And we're going to talk a lot next week about investing. So I want to make sure you all get your Stash accounts. And Stash just makes it so easy. It's an app that I use. And if I can use an app, I promise you, I guarantee you can use the app too. It's very self-explanatory. It's very easy to use. And it makes investing easy because you can do it $5 at a time, $10 at a time, $30, whatever you got. And I keep telling people, especially young people, every $100 that you put away in your 20s and 30s into the stock market, in your 50s and 60s, it's worth $2,000. Let me say that again. For every $100 you put away in your 20s and 30s into the stock market, in your 50s and 60s, it'll be worth $2,000. So if you want to make your life later, your later in life, if you want it to be just easy as peasy, put away some of those $100 bills because they are worth $2,000 later on in life. And if you got that money later on in life, I cannot begin to tell you how much easier your life is going to be. So get yourself a Stash account. Let me help you. Let me put $30 in your account. And thanks for joining me today on the Dre Way. I'm going to go take my dad to watch some horses. Like I said, 8, 9, 18 is my exacta box. Let me know your horse in the comments, and have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later right here on the Dre Way. The Dre Way every day. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you later.